Welcome to Hard Time Sports. This topic is I'm Matthew Schneider. This topic is NFL Week 13 power rankings from last week. Let's get started. Bottom five, I have the Atlanta Falcons at number 5. They couldn't do anything offensively. They were the best third down offense in the NFL, and they didn't complete that many third downs in the game against the Vikings and only scored 9 points for that great offense. And Julio Jones only had 2 catches for 24 yards. So I'm going to put them at number 5 for the week for the bottom. They didn't play very good. But the question remains, can they win this week against a very tough Saints team? You'll find out in my next video. Now let's go to number 4. I had the Indianapolis Colts. They played terrible against I believe they played Jacksonville. They didn't play very good against the Jacksonville Jaguars last week. Lost like 30-10. So I just got them at number 4. Andrew Luck might end up being a bust quarterback. They might have to go back and draft another quarterback this coming draft. Because the Colts without a quarterback, they're not a very good team. Defensively, they're okay. Not as good as they used to be. But their offense is whack without Andrew Luck. So I put them at number 4. Now let's go to number 3 for last week. I had the Philadelphia Eagles. They played good for 9 straight games. And then they ended up playing their worst game of the season against Seattle, a team they're going to be facing possibly in the playoffs. I'm not sold on the Eagles just yet as a Super Bowl contender. They didn't show me much last week. You're playing against a good team and you don't play good. They've been beaten up on all these scrubs. Once they played a good team, the Eagles, they stunk. So I have them at number 3 for the week. Now let's go to number 2 for the bottom this week. I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills. After beating the Kansas City Chiefs, they only scored 3 points against New England. So I had the Buffalo Bills at number 2 for the week as the worst teams in my bottom 5 for my power rankings for week 13 last week. Now, let's go to the worst team of the week. I'm going to go to Denver Broncos. I've said it all along. I've said it before the season. The Denver Broncos need a quarterback, period. Paxton Lynch, hurt all the time. Doesn't even play. Trevor Siemian throws 2 or 3 picks every game. Brock Osweiler, same thing. They're crap. All 3 of their quarterbacks are terrible. I would keep one of those quarterbacks as a backup next year. And if I were the Broncos, go out and get a quarterback through the draft that you could start right away, be bad for a couple years, then be good. Or go out and get Washington Redskins quarterback Kirk Cousins is who I would go out and I would get if I were the Denver Broncos. Go out and get Kirk Cousins as your quarterback. It is affecting the rest of your team. You have a defense that is supposed to be good, but their offense is being crappy, and it's affecting their special teams. It's affecting their defense. It's affecting everything that they want to do. So go get a quarterback, and you will be okay. Now, let's go to the top 5 on the good side this week. At number 5, I have the Minnesota Vikings. They went into Atlanta and took Atlanta Falcons' name. They wrote it down and said, we just beat the Falcons. So I have Minnesota at number 5 this week. Yes, they only scored 14 points, but they only allowed 3 field goals to a high-powered offense of the Falcons. So I have them at number 5 for the week. Now, at number 4 for the week, I have the Baltimore Ravens. They absolutely destroyed the Detroit Lions. I was debating of putting the Detroit Lions in the bottom 5, but I chose to put the Colts over the Lions because the Lions at least scored more points and probably a better team. So I have the Baltimore Ravens at number 4 in the top, 44-20. Absolutely destroyed the Lions. Now let's go to number 3 for the week. I put the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 3 for my power rankings from week 13. Why? They went in. Blake Bortles played an outstanding game last week. So did their running game. The receivers got open. Great game by Blake Bortles. The rumor is the New York Giants are going to probably do a trade during the offseason, and they might get Eli Manning. So Eli Manning might be with the Jacksonville Jaguars to get them over the hump next season. But we don't know. If not, they'll have to stay with Blake Bortles or draft somebody else. So they're at number 3 for the week. Now let's go to number 2 for the week. I'm going to go to the Seattle Seahawks. They absolutely took it to Philadelphia at every which game of the game on Sunday night. Destroyed them, stopped them on defense. Good special teams, good quarterback play. This good all-around game by the Seattle Seahawks. So I have them at number 2 for the power rankings from Week 13. Now let's go to the best team for the week. I'm going to go to the Miami Dolphins. They played a great game. Yes, Jay Cutler threw a couple picks, couple interceptions, and it didn't cost them the game. Outside that, they played pretty good. Ran the ball effectively, good defense, held the Denver Broncos to 9 points. 35-9, I think they beat them. So I'm going to go with Miami Dolphins, the best team in week number 5. So those are my top 5 and bottom 5 in week 13 power rankings. My next video coming up will be my picks for week number 14. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm Matthew. Enjoy the vlog.